Hey beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today is not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is all about who is coming towards you in love. Now, I've not recorded this reading in such a long time, and I thought it was definitely the time to do so again. And yeah, I want this to be a super in depth reading. So it's gonna be a little bit longer. So get yourself something to drink and yeah, enjoy. So, my dear, let's start with giving each and every pile a card to select from. Okay. So for pile 1, we have the Squirrel Spirit, Believe in Yourself. Let's continue for my dear pile 2. Okay. The pile 2 is gonna be the Hummingbird Spirit, Be Here Now. Such beautiful colors. Now let's get you guys one last card for pile 3 to select from. Who's coming towards you in love? For pile 3, let's get you guys a card. Okay, I'm gonna take the Coyote Spirit because they all came out like together, and this was the only one which came out separate. So the Coyote Spirit is the third one, Trust in Divine Detours. Detours? Okay, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. But anyways, so my dear, this is pal 1, this is pal 2, and this is gonna be pal 3. So as always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comments section. And if you would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal 1, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see who's coming towards you in love. So my dear, first I'm gonna start with some tarot cards for you, and then we will dive a little bit deeper into the topic with some more oracle cards. So let's see, for my dear pile 1, who's coming towards you in love? For my dear pile 1, these tarot cards are a little bit slippery. So let's see who's coming towards you in love. One last shuffle for my dear pile 1. All right. So let's see. The first card we have is the Ace of Swords. We have the Queen of Materials, the High Priestess. All right. For my dear pile 1, who's coming towards you in love? The Hermit, the Queen of Wands. Like, all the cards are coming through for you guys so quickly. Yeah, see? But too many cards though. Yeah, I feel like there is a lot of speed in your pile. I honestly feel like for those of you guys who may have not met this person, I mean, I guess a lot of singles are watching this, right? Because like, who's coming towards you in love? If you guys have not met anyone yet, I see that when it comes to the speed of the energy coming towards you, it's definitely becoming faster. That's something I'm seeing for sure. At the back of the deck, my dear, we have the Four of Wands. Now, let me first make sure the cards are looking straight because I don't see it from there. Let me see. Okay, that looks better, I guess, or I hope at least. Okay, and as I said, Four of Wands at the back of the deck. Okay, with this person, there's a lot of different energy that I'm picking up on here. The first thing that I heard was actually, yeah, this person has been single for quite some time. I see that this person, like when we look into their lost, like real connection or really serious connection, it has been some time ago. And like even if this person has been dating around, it wasn't really anything serious. You know, when we really look into serious matters, which was really important to them regarding relationships, it has been like quite a while ago, that's for sure. And I see that this was actually really important because this person could have been the kind of person who always had relationships in their life. You know, like sometimes people, when they break up with someone, they jump into the next relationship, and there is not a lot of, let's say, time in between it to gather yourself or center yourself. Also, you know, being alone and just doing some self reflection when it comes to the last or previous relationship. A lot of people just, you know, from one to the other, right? And I mean, everyone has free will, everyone can do whatever they want, it's their own choice, right? But what I'm seeing is that the reason why it's being shown that this is something good that happened, that they haven't been really seriously involved for quite some time, the reason why this is good in this particular case is they have been or having, yeah, they have had the time to actually do some inner reflection. So let's say this is someone who used to always jump around relationships. Now, when we look into their previous one, they've kind of put a break onto it. And with the hermit being here, they have, yeah, put a pause to relationships. And this is something that has been incredibly good for their mental health, but also their emotional health. Because this may have been the first time in a, like maybe even their whole life, in which they have really put a pause when it comes to romantic relationships, and it has helped them to actually put a lot of attention towards their inner world, reconnect with themselves, really reflect what it is that I want in a relationship or in my life in general. You know, they have had the time to really dive deep into themselves, and I feel like this person has had a lot of revelation to be honest, throughout this journey in which they chose to not get involved with anyone. I see them really questioning the kind of people they, you know, have been with, and whether it's actually something good or not. So they have really dived deep, my dear, and there is a reason for that. All right, even if like this person at the beginning, they didn't really understand why they felt this need to like take a break from relationships. This inner voice, you know, like honestly, their intuition, with the high priestess being here for sure, their intuition really guided them to slow down a little bit. It's kind of like they saw there is no, yeah, no point, you know, from jumping from one relationship to the other when you're like all over the place. They have kind of realized that in order to be in a good relationship, you need to also be centered within yourself, and also, you know, be able to really bring closure when it comes to the lost relationships, so that you can be able to, yeah, start a brand new one, right? And this is what they're doing. It's kind of like they have been doing some detoxing regarding romance, and it's being guided through their intuition, because now they are so much more stronger within themselves. And maybe in the past this person always wanted to be with someone because they thought, well, this is how it should be, right? I mean, if we're not in a relationship, we are, that means we're not desirable. Or like maybe they wanted to be in a relationship, so they have this confirmation. Now they understand these are not good point of views or good, let's say, motivation to start a relationship with, you know, like kind of from a place of lack. no, they don't understand if I'm gonna go into a relationship, it's because I love myself and because I deserve someone who loves me as much as I do, right? And someone who I can share good stuff and good memories with. This is kind of the relation they have come to. And they've also done some emotional healing, because sometimes when we jump from one relationship to the other, we may not really realize, kind of some baggage that, yeah, we are taking with us from one to the other, because there was not a lot of room between them to really maybe do some reflection on the previous person or the previous relationship. And through this, let's say, pause, they were able to really analyze their, let's say, relationship habits or the kind of people they normally went for, and it has opened up their eyes to many levels. And I can tell you for sure that this is something which has brought a lot of growth into their life. Yes, of course, definitely, mainly when we talk about romance, but also on a personal level. I feel like this person has seen some patterns that they have in relationships, and they were really able to dive into them and see where they're originated from. As an example, if there were someone who needed constant validation from their partner or some kind of confirmation, they really dive deep into like why. Maybe there was something from their childhood. Maybe they always felt like they needed to impress one of their parents, and it's kind of like the same now in a relationship. They feel like they need to constantly impress their partner because they are lacking something within. And these are the kind of revelations they have come to. They have really started to analyze their habits or their patterns in the relationship and understand why. Because they understood that in order to be able to have a better relationship or find someone better as a partner, we need to start with ourselves. We need to be the partner that we would like to also bring into our life. We cannot expect to be a bad partner and therefore get a good partner, right? I mean, we need to be equal in some sense. And they understand that no, I don't want to jump to the next relationship just blindly, especially if I'm not the kind of partner that I would want to have myself. So as you can see, this is a very important topic that's being shown here in your reading. But yeah, I feel like the energies or your guides, they really want to show you that maybe the reason why this person has not come yet is because they are on their own individual journey in life. When we talk about relationships, of course we would want someone good to come into our life immediately, right? But we should not forget that both people, they have their own individual journey and their own individual growth to do. And this is kind of like a sneak peek, so you understand that the reason why this person has not been in your life yet, or why you guys have not reconciled yet, is because they have like needed time. They needed time for themselves, for their own journey, and the universe is orchestrating that, okay, with the high priestess as well. The way it's unfolding, it's the way it's supposed to unfold. Even if it may feel like no, it's not moving fast enough, but it's the way it should unfold. And I mean, in the beginning of the reading, I told you guys that I definitely feel like the energy is speeding up. So what I'm seeing is this person has definitely already done the work, and the meeting or the reconciliation between you guys is moving faster. So it's being shown here for me for sure. Yeah, I feel like the kind of person that they are right now is the version of them that you're supposed to meet. in comparison to who they were. And not that this person was someone bad in the in the past or something like that, but the universe wants you guys to meet in good circumstances. And I just feel like if you guys would have met in the past, like let's say earlier, there could have been some baggage that this person brought into the relationship, and this is why first they did the detoxing, all right? But I feel like the detoxing is actually, yeah, like it's over. Also with the Six of Swords being here, it's kind of like they moved away from that. You know, they have done the work and it's finished. This is definitely why the energy for you guys is speeding up, yeah. So let's dive a little bit deeper into who this person is. But we already got some energy coming through regarding their past for sure. This is also someone, my dear, they really value their independence. Now, the majority of this independence energy is definitely financially wise, but if we go back to the relationship aspect, they could have been in relationships in which somehow either, yeah, I feel like more so their partner was maybe a little bit dependent on them, but maybe even they, I mean, I feel like they were dependent emotionally to their partner in a toxic way. And through the detoxing, they understood that there is a healthy boundary that we need to have in relationships. And this is what they have created for themselves. So all the growth that they did is because they can be able to have great relationships and healthy relationships in the future, which they will. Or at least, with you. And this independence that's coming through is definitely also financially that I'm seeing here. I feel like this person has either recently had, or it's maybe something that they have in general. They are really good with money. We also have the Wheel here in combination with the Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who is not having any financial problems. Also with the Queen of Wands being here, it feels very abundant, and it's not like I'm seeing them maybe struggling or having some kind of issue regarding their career or their job, maybe some kind of insecurity or so on. No, it feels very secure, and they are really grounded in their job. So this is really good. Already something that I'm seeing. I also feel like if we're looking into who this person is in a relationship, they are the kind of person who really likes to nurture their partner. Kind of like a mother or a father, and I don't mean it like in a weird way. I mean it like genuinely. The same way, let's say, a parent would like to give love to their children. This is like, or make their children feel secure in their relationship. This is also the kind of same way this person is with their partner. They want their partner to feel secure in their relationship, but also nurtured. I also see that one thing this person really loves to do in a relationship is to surprise their partner. Little surprises such as, let's say they call you and they tell you that, well, they have just done a reservation for a restaurant and they will pick you up in 1 hour. Now, maybe some of you guys don't really like those kind of surprises or spontaneous surprises, but I feel like with this person, you're gonna learn to like it. It's kind of this excitement that maybe some of you guys have not had or missed in your relationships, your previous relationships, if you of course had any to begin with. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like it's something like an excitement which will come back into your life. Yeah, they're gonna teach you to become more spontaneous, especially for those of you guys who may like to have a set routine or control a lot, you know. They're gonna kind of help you to loosen up a little bit. Also, let me tell you that this person is someone who is quite knowledgeable. Definitely a lot of wise energy that they have comes from the kind of experiences that they have done in their life. This is the kind of person who, like, when they experience something, they always try to understand what they can get out of it. We have seen this coming through for sure. As an example, if we talk about, let's say, a previous relationship that they had, and there were certain negative experiences that they made, they're gonna really look into it and see, okay, what can I learn from that? What was the problem? What was the issue? What did I do that I ended up in such a relationship? Or where was a red flag that I missed? So they really like to dive into it, to understand it, and yeah, so they won't do it again. Or the least, this is how this person thinks, the least they can do is get something positive out of a negative situation. So the least they can do after a bad breakup is see how it happened, like literally why, what influenced this to happen, and how they can in the future go differently about relationships to not end up in a similar one. Yeah, this is how this person thinks, and they genuinely stick with it. So when this person feels like they've done something wrong in the past, they will not do it one more time. You know, this is not who they are. They really learn from that. And with the Ace of Swords also being here, they are not afraid of voicing it. So let's say in the past they had a relationship in which they, like, there was a lot of argument, and the way they went about arguments is just to run off from it, or just not deal with it. They have learned from that, and now let's say when you guys come into the relationship, they will definitely make sure after arguments to directly come to you and talk it out, you know, and discuss it and so on. So they will not do the same repeated, in their eyes, mistakes, or yeah, patterns that were not good for them. What I'm also seeing is that this is someone who really likes to travel, my dear. And I mean, we already got this adventurous side of them coming through when it comes to the more like spontaneous aspect of them. So they will I feel like they will make you excited about relationships again, about having fun. Maybe some of you guys watching this, you didn't really had a lot of fun in your previous relationships, or maybe this is just something that you're missing in life. You're missing this more so carefree side of you. Maybe the day-to-day life has become very serious, and they're gonna bring this back to you. They're gonna, yeah, want you to laugh more and to dare more, to be more risk-taking. Of course, nothing too dangerous, but let's say when they tell you, let's take a trip on the weekend, let's do a road trip, let's see somewhere spontaneously that we are heading towards. Maybe you were the kind of person who always said, no, before a trip I need to make sure I have done a hotel reservation, I know exactly where we're heading towards. If not, I'm not even going. So they're gonna kind of make you, yeah, come out of this and just spontaneously see where life takes you, or let's say where this road trip is gonna take you guys. I feel like this person's gonna want to bring out this more childish, not childish, maybe that's not the right word, but like this childlike energy out again. You know, like this inner child of us who didn't really care in the past, who just wanted to have fun and smile, laugh. This is the kind of energy this person wants to bring back into your life. Maybe you're gonna talk with them about your life, and they may see that you have not had a lot of fun lately, or there's just something missing in your life, you know. They will want to bring it back. Especially if some of you guys talk with them about maybe having a rough childhood and not, yeah, maybe some of you guys did not had a lot of opportunity to really enjoy your childhood and you had to grow up really, really fast. Then no matter your age, they will want to bring this excitement back into your life. Now, my dear, I would like to get some oracle cards. Let's dive a little bit deeper into who this person is coming towards you. For my dear pile 1, who is coming towards you guys in love? Alright. For my dear pile 1. Okay. Let's see. A lot of cards fell. I'm gonna take the one who flipped over. Okay, look at this. Yeah, child magical. See, with this child word being here, this is the kind of carefree energy that I talked about. And the older we get sometimes, or let's say the more serious life gets, we just, sometimes we may lose the spark that we used to have because of a lot of seriousness that we experience. And what I can tell you guys is that this person will want to bring the spark back into your life. Let's say you will have a very tough week when it comes to your career and your job. Then they will want to take you out for dinner spontaneously to bring your thoughts back to yourself and fill your thoughts with more positive things than all the stress from work. All right, this is something very nice. This is the kind of person or the kind of partner who will genuinely want to see you smile and happy. You know, this may sound really simple, but I mean, isn't that really something that everyone would like to have, right? Everyone would like to have a partner who genuinely cares about them. And this is something that I'm seeing here. Maybe these past experiences that they had in their relationships have kind of make them be like that, all right? Maybe the past relationships that they had, it was really too stern, not a lot of excitement. This has made them want this even more in the future, and this is why they like to bring a lot of spontaneous energy into your guys' relationship and so on. Yeah, let me see. Okay. Wow, we got the goddess archetype. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Yeah, the goddess also, the Queen of Wands here, for some reasons giving me a very similar energy. What I'm seeing is that this person is really gonna cherish you. A partner who is gonna show you how much they care about you. Sometimes people may be in relationships in which they feel like their partner is not really showing a lot of interests in them. I mean, this may sound a little bit contradicting, but unfortunately, this is the reality for a lot of people. Yes, they may be in a relationship, but their partner is not fully committed to them or showing them how much they care. And in your guys' relationship, this is not going to be the case. Your partner is going to show you that they really genuinely care about you, they love you, and I feel like you guys are also going to share a lot of sensual experiences with each other. Yeah. All right. Oh, I wanted to actually get from this oracle deck. Let me continue. With the wheel being here, by the way, I feel like some of you guys have definitely seen that there is divine timing playing here. And there is divine timing influencing this. Maybe in the beginning you didn't want to accept it because, once again, maybe you're the kind of person who wants to control things or doesn't really like to wait or be in this uncertainty. But you will have to learn to accept it, because it's kind of like the universe is telling you to trust it. That there's more to this than you know. And obviously, at the beginning where we talked about this person's journey, this is kind of like a hint. The whole time you may have waited and you may have been impatient, but you didn't see the whole picture. You didn't know the whole picture. You didn't know that before you guys meet, this person first needed to really detox stuff, right? We have Speak Your World into Being. Let's get you guys one more card. And we have Find a Balance. Yes. See, this is exactly who they've become. They, at one point, stopped dating around because they wanted to find their inner balance. They didn't just want to jump around being a wreck or coming back to the same toxic patterns and the same toxic relationships or partners. They're really done the inner work, so they understand what has made them end up with these kind of people and what toxic patterns they may have. Very often we always look into other people's faults or mistakes, but we forget that we should also have a look on ourselves, right? What if we may have certain patterns that make us end up in those kind of relationships? And they have really come to that conclusion that they needed the time to also look within and understand what's about them. And they found this balance. And now that they found this balance, they are open for a serious relationship, all right? Look at this. We have the Emperor here. Wow, and the Sun also fell. Yeah, this is the kind of balance that they didn't have and they needed to find. And this balance has made them now coming from a very secure place. The Four of Wands, now they are ready for something committed. The whole time they weren't. For some of you guys, if you already know this person and you are waiting for like reconciliation with them, and maybe you've asked yourself, why hasn't that happened yet? Well, as you can see, it hasn't happened because there were some things this person needed to figure out first and a balance that they needed to come to. But honestly, I feel like this person is already 90% ready. Let's get a little bit more information. For my dear pile 1, who's coming towards you in love? What do you guys need to know some more about them? Let's see, for my dear pile 1. I haven't used this deck in such a long time and I really felt like using it. Too many cards. Let's see. For my dear pile 1, who's coming towards you in love? Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, look at this. This clarity card actually reminds me a lot of the Ace of Swords. Yeah, okay. I heard that a lot of you guys haven't had such a transparent relationship. Sometimes I feel like maybe some of you guys have been in relationships in which there were certain aspects that you couldn't really fully express, or you couldn't really share everything with your partner. So what you need to know is that this relationship is going to be very transparent. Let's say there's something bothering you about another person, or maybe even about yourself, about your partner. Maybe in the past you used to be a little bit secretive, I'm sorry about it, but in this relationship you won't. A lot of communication. I feel like a lot of you guys didn't had such a great communication with like maybe even anyone. It's kind of like the communication we also have with a best friend, in which we don't have any filters, and we just feel like we say what we feel, we say what's bothering us, because sometimes people may take a step back when it comes to their partners, because they feel like, okay, I don't want to share this, because what if my partner then feels like a little bit weird about me, or maybe if this is too much to share with them. But you're not gonna feel that way. No, you're gonna feel like this is my partner and I'm gonna share that with them, because if not with them, with whom then? So you guys are also gonna have a great connection and a great friendship. It's not only you, it's also them. I feel like they're gonna open you up to that, to be very transparent, because you're gonna see how honest they are and that they don't back off when it comes to certain topics. They are openly sharing it with you, so you're gonna feel like, this is so beautiful, I'm gonna do it the same way. This is not like the kind of people I've been with who I felt like I couldn't really be authentically myself and share what's on my mind, but with them you will. One last card for my dear pile one. Let's see. All right, pile one. Okay. All right. Too many cards. Yeah, I only want one card. Let me see for my dear pile one. One last card. Who's coming towards you in love? One last message. One last message for you guys. Who's coming towards you in love? Let's see. Okay. All right. Look at this. We have weight of the world. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Yeah, exactly. This is who this person is. They have stopped carrying baggage around. They have realized, I'm not gonna carry baggage from one relationship to the other, because the new relationship has nothing to do with the old person. So that's not fair to do. Not for me, but not also to my new partner. I'm gonna let go what needs to be released, and I'm gonna be more wiser in the future. And this is what they have done the whole time. They have released what didn't serve them, and they have opened up themselves for a better version of themselves. And I feel like you're gonna see that in them, and you're gonna be very inspired. Through this relationship, you will also be triggered in a good way to also release a lot. Maybe you have not realized, but you're also carrying a lot with you that you have not done closure for. And it's kind of like you're gonna see into the mirror and realize that, okay, it's not only my partner who needs to let go of certain things, but it's also me. But it's gonna be in a very gentle way. This is not like something major, like a tower moment. No, it's a very soft energy. You may realize that there are certain aspects in your life in which you need boundaries, and then you will very calmly create them. It's very soft energy, so there is nothing to worry about here. It feels like a soft kiss, to be honest. You're gonna realize, okay, my partner is such an inspiration for me to also look at myself and see what I've been carrying with myself for some time and what needs to be released. And you're gonna welcome that with open hands. All right, yeah. So, my dear pile 1, this was a very in-depth reading, so I hope there was a lot for you to see, and you've gotten some energy insights regarding your next person. Definitely feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and if there's something you would like to share, definitely feel free to do so. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't, and if you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you will not know when I upload a new pick a card or even a candle wax reading. Also, my dear, if you would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, my channel's Instagram account is in the description box down below, and of course I invite you there as well. But yeah, my dear pal 1, take care, my loves. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see who's coming towards you in love. Now you guys, if you haven't so far, definitely get yourself something to drink, a hot tea, coffee, whatever you like, or something even to eat, of course, because this is gonna take a little bit longer today, and I really want to go super in depth into who's coming towards you guys in love. So let's see, for my dear pile 2, that's enough. So first of all, my dear, we're gonna start with some tarot, and afterwards we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into the topic with some oracle cards. The first card here is the Wheel card, the Wheel of Fortune. For my dear pile 2, who is coming towards you guys in love? All right, a lot of cards. One card fell though. Okay, we have the Four of Wands here. Too many cards. For my dear pile, okay. Too many. Let's see. For my dear pile, okay, now you got the 7 of Cups here. Let's continue. For my dear pile 2, we have the Justice card. Who's coming towards you guys in love? The 7 of Wands as well. The 3 of Materials. For my dear pal 2, the Knight of Materials. And one last card, please. One last card. Okay, all right. And the last card you guys got is the Hanged Muse, which is the Hanged Man. And let's see, at the back of the card we have the High Priestess. Now let me make sure you guys can see all the cards, but it looks good. All right, my dear pile 2. So who's coming towards you in love? The first thing that I heard is that for a lot of you guys, this person can be a potential long-term partner. So if you are willing to, do the work and actually, step into a long-term relationship with them, it has the potential, all right? This is something like the first message that I heard here. This can be someone who you definitely spend a lot of time with, a lot of years with, but once again, if this is something you want. So we have commitment in this energy. This is someone who you can create a whole nother level of commitment with, something that you may have not experienced yet. And I feel like the reason for that, or one reason for that, is because this is gonna be the first partner that you're gonna have such serious energy with. Both of you guys coming together, you're definitely looking for something long term. Maybe this is also the reason why this was the first message that I got coming through here. This person will tell you what they're looking for, and you will do the same. I feel like you are done with, I'm hearing like dating around or just settling for things that are not really what you want. Now you are coming from a place of, yeah, only going for people who are sharing the same vision as you do, who want the same in a relationship as you do. Maybe in the past you had a vision when it comes to like what you're looking for, but when someone came into your life and your vision didn't match, you still were okay with it. But now you're only looking for, yeah, this connection or this commitment. And when this person comes across, you're gonna see that you're sharing the same goal, and they're gonna voice it as well. You're gonna tell each other what you're looking for, and it's gonna create a very firm foundation between you guys. What I'm also seeing is that some of you guys could meet this person through work, or if it's not that particularly, then you may still start working with each other somehow. Maybe one of you guys has a business and the other person is gonna join, as an example. But you guys are great as team players. You work great as teamwork, like it's very harmonious. And I feel like it's not only when it comes to, let's say, financial aspects, but this is really you guys in general. You could match really well. You're very compatible. What I'm also seeing is that, yeah, this relationship is opening up a lot of doors. Not, as an example, only a door to commitment, but also a door to potential partners, like financially partners or working together. Another door may open when it comes to maybe relocating, moving. It's kind of like this person's gonna bring a lot of major changes into your life, and it's not only the changes that you will experience, it will also be them. You will also bring changes into their life as well. Yeah, but you know those changes which are kind of moving you forward? This is what this feels like. It's not like those kind of changes in which you feel like stuck or you don't know how to handle. It's gonna feel right. With the wheel being here, it's kind of like those changes which are coming at the right time, kind of divinely orchestrated doors opening for you. Okay, let's look back into who this person is. You guys get a lot of different messages. Like, I also am picking up on your energy here, and there is definitely a reason for it, right? It's not only about them, but you're also coming through here. Now, another thing that I'm seeing here is that this is going to be a very fair relationship. So what do I mean with that? Both of you guys are coming from a very mature place. Now, that doesn't necessarily have to be attached to age. I don't mean maturity wise when it comes to your age. You could also be young. It's really your energy, is your wisdom, is the kind of experience that you bring into the table. Some of you guys, by the way, yeah, you could also be old souls. Yeah, this is something I'm hearing here pretty loudly. Some of you guys are even old souls. And what I mean with fear energy is that you're not going to be playing games with this person, such as, let's say, I want to make this person jealous on purpose because, like, I don't know, I feel that way, or, you know, like those a little bit childish behaviors. This is going to be a very mature energy, so you're going to be very fair to each other. You would never hurt the other person, and if this person does a favor for you, you will definitely return it. You guys see each other as equal people, and you will not mess this relationship because of, let's say, an impulse, because of an impulse that's coming through. No. Both of you guys, there is a lot of respect here. Once again, no matter your age, a lot of maturity coming through, and this is the kind of relationship you also want to have. You want to have a very mature relationship. This is why the commitment, once again, is coming through so strongly. It just feels like two people who are coming together, who have seen a lot, who know what they want, and they are not going to settle for anything less than they deserve. I'm also seeing that you guys will be ready to really put the amount of work into the relationship that's needed. You know, sometimes people may come together in a relationship, but when things need a little bit more work or more compromises, or the relationship, like some kind of a challenge comes across, they ain't got no time for it, and they just, jump into the next relationship. With you guys, no. You are gonna slowly put the energy into the work which is needed, do the compromises, and once again, this fair aspect. Respect the other person and equally do what it takes to maintain a very healthy relationship. So both of you guys are going to be ready for it. And with the Knight of Pentacles being here as well, it's slow but steady. This relationship will move slowly but incredibly secure. And I feel like this security is something that you're looking for, not only in your life in general, but also in your relationships. You want to be with someone who gives you the impression, or not impression, but gives you the evidence of being able to have a secure relationship, and also someone who's pretty secure within themselves. I feel like a lot of you guys value nothing more than stability, whether it be in a relationship, in a partner, in finances, or in your life in general. Stability and loyalty, I'm hearing, are one of the most important aspects in a relationship for you. Okay, this may come pretty randomly, but a lot of you guys are gonna get married in this lifetime for sure. I'm seeing marriage coming through, which doesn't surprise me, honestly, because look at that. We have already so much stable energy here and so much serious commitment here. So it's pretty natural for you guys then to go to the next level. But of course, take it how it resonates. Because I'm reading for a collective of people, a lot of different energies here. So of course, it will not resonate with everyone, but this is a message that's coming through here for sure. What I'm also seeing is that this is you. It's very interesting. In pile 1, the majority of the reading was definitely about the person coming towards them. But with you guys, I'm also picking up a lot on your energy. I am seeing that a lot of you guys have been in very bad relationships for sure, which have made you feel guarded, a little bit closed off, and you may just not have a lot of positive relationship experiences to begin with, or maybe you have had some major setbacks which have influenced you and the way you see romance to an extent. But let me tell you that when you come in a relationship with this person, you will be tired of allowing your past experiences to influence your future relationships. So it's kind of like you breaking free, you wanting to step away from all this like darkness, and you want to bring back the light. And look at this, and we have the star here. So you will understand that all this darkness that you used to be surrounded by in the past is not what, or it's not the kind of energy that you want to bring into your life in the future. And you will concentrate on seeing love positively again. I know it's easier said than done, for sure. But it's kind of like you will have fought a lot with yourself, and you will see that being at war with yourself, it will not take you anywhere, and you will be tired of it. So you will actually be open for bringing light back into your life. And this person, you will not see them in comparison to your exes. You will release those exes behind, and you will just see this person as they are, a complete new person that you're gonna be in a new relationship with. Also, my dear, yeah, you're gonna see that this person is so different from the previous partners, and you will not want to mess this relationship up because of people in the past who were not able to have a healthy relationship, basically. Another thing that I'm seeing here, you guys will definitely, but I feel like a lot of you guys have already, go through a lot of spiritual adjustments. A lot of you guys are definitely on the spiritual path. And if some of you guys in the past have felt a little bit, I'm hearing shame, or you felt like you couldn't really freely express to your partner this side of yourself, you felt like, well, let's say, as an example, I'm reading tarot, and I don't want, like, I don't know how my partner will react to it, because like in the society that I'm living in, these things are seen as like ridiculous, or I don't want to show my spiritual side to my partner because they don't believe in those things, and they think that this is like BS, like those things. You may have been shamed for this more spiritual aspect of yourself, but you will not want to hide this away anymore. It's kind of like saying no to these compromises and yes towards yourself. Look at this, you're coming off as the high priestess, so I'm not talking here gender-wise. I'm talking here energy-wise. There is this very mystical aspect and this very strong spiritual presence that you have, which you may kind of hide from your day-to-day life, like from your, let's say, normal life. Maybe some of you guys are, hiding the spiritual aspect, or you are putting boundaries between that. And what's coming here is that you will not hide it away anymore. You will show this person who you are unapologetically. You will show them, this is me. As an example, maybe some of you guys really like occult things, and you felt like if you shared with your partner, they're gonna brand you, they're gonna judge you for it. You will not care about this anymore. If you want to be in a committed relationship with someone, they have to accept all of you, right? And this is the way you're gonna see it, and you're gonna show it to them. And what's really interesting is that this person is not gonna judge you for it. In fact, it's gonna be so eye-opening for them and so inspiring for them, because you're so different from maybe the people that they used to be with, and it's gonna make you even more special. And it's really gonna open your eyes even to how you perceived, like potential romantic partners. If people in the past have judged you for these things, you will understand, no, like, people are different. And just because people were unfair to me in the past doesn't mean that this person will too. And I feel like the most precious thing for you will be the fact that this will be someone who will not judge you for it. And you're gonna feel so good about it. I would like to get you guys some oracle cards to dive a little bit deeper into the topic. So let's see, for my dear pile 2, who is coming towards you guys in love? All right. So let's see, my dear, who's coming towards you in love? Okay, too many cards. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, you have, interesting, the hero or heroine archetype, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Yeah. Let's get you guys one more card for my dear pile. Okay, for my dear pile 2, we have for you. All right, so the pioneer spirit, passion for doing and creating what has not done before. I'm sorry, what has not been done before. All right. So my dear pile 2, the kind of energy that I'm picking up on here is that in this relationship, you will be a lot self-empowered. Now, we already picked up on, look at this, it's so interesting. This archetype literally starts with passion for, and this one as well, passion for, right? So what I'm seeing is this is gonna be a relationship which it's gonna be so fresh or so exciting, because maybe even for the first time, you're gonna feel like you can just be yourself in front of someone else, and it's gonna feel so good. Maybe a lot of you guys have been in relationships in which you had to hide certain aspects of yourself, right? Whether it be the spiritual aspect or certain interests that you have, or whatever it may be, really. Maybe even you had to portray yourself a certain way because you felt like this is what the other person likes, or this is what I have to do. For those of you guys who have never been in a relationship before, maybe this is something or a way you had to be around, let's say, friends, or maybe even family. Overall, you have felt like you couldn't be yourself. And what's gonna be so beautiful about this relationship is you're gonna openly express who you are, and this person's not only gonna accept you for who you are, but also show you how precious this is, this aspect of you that you have been hiding away. And this is gonna trigger a lot of inspiration within yourself. You may dare to express it more openly. As an example, if some of you guys are spiritual but you are not really expressing it when it comes to like your family because of certain reasons, then seeing that, let's say, this partner is really supporting you, you will dare to even expand this more and to be more unapologetic yourself in front of more and more people. There is love empowerment for here. Love empowerment in here for sure. And I feel like this empowerment is more so directed towards you. This relationship is going to bring a lot of self empowerment towards your life. This is really the kind of person that this individual is. They love to support their loved ones. They are really accepting. They see the value in being different. They find it so beautiful to have people around you who are not like you, because that means we can share so much with each other, right? And we can learn so much from the other person, because the other person is coming from a different view or from a different place, and this can fulfill us so much more because it can bring a new color into our life. So honestly speaking, I feel like you are gonna definitely share whatever this is that you may sometimes hide for others. And let's say you're gonna share, as an example, your spiritual side with them. Not only is gonna this revelation empower you, but it's also gonna expose them to new spiritual views. Maybe this is more so the, let's say, practical mind, or someone who's more so seeing the world logical. Then seeing your point of view will actually also open up the spiritual world to them, like another possibility to see the world than what they have been used to do. It's gonna be very yeah, also empowering and for them, honestly. And it's also gonna have a great impact on you when it comes to your motivation. It's kind of like lighting up a fire within you and raising this passion that you have for your craft, or that you have towards the side of you, and you will want to express it even more. And if some of you guys actually create certain things, let's say there is something about you that you are hiding away from others, maybe a business idea, or you're maybe even doing something artistically, take it how it resonates, but it's even gonna bring more passion to that, and you want to be more active. You're gonna feel like, yes, I want to create more. I want to express myself more. It's very inspiring, my dear. Let me see. Yeah. What I'm also seeing is that it's not only you. They are also gonna show you their passionate side. This person could have also maybe been in relationships in which they were not able to fully express themselves or express certain parts of them. Yeah, it's a very mutual energy, my dear. Both of you guys. This is why I felt like this reading is not like pile 1 in which I only got the other person's energy. This is also you, and there is a reason for it. There is always a reason why certain, let's say, spreads come out the way they come out, because you are meant to hear those things. If this was only about them, then you would have obviously not heard about those energies that are connected towards you. So there is a reason for that, for sure. I would like to get more cards, a little bit more indicators when it comes to your guys' relationship and who's coming towards you in love. So let's see. For my dear pile 2, who is coming towards you in love? Let's give it one last shuffle. All right. Who's coming towards you in love, my dear pile 2? Okay. We have, let me see, make time for self-love. Yeah. This is the kind of empowerment that I'm talking about. You know, sometimes we play small in life because we feel like, what if other people judge us for who we are? And we feel like we need to pretend to be someone else or adjust to something. But we are actually compromising when it comes to our own happiness because we don't freely express ourselves. Or maybe even we are ashamed of ourselves for some reason because we feel like the way we are is not being accepted by our parents, by a partner, you know, and so on. But what I'm seeing is you're gonna openly express who you are in front of this person, and it's gonna even make you fall in love with yourself, yeah, even more. Because you're gonna see that there is absolutely nothing wrong with you, or there is so much beauty that you have within yourself that you want to express. And it's gonna have a very positive impact on your self-love. You're gonna feel like every time I compromise when it comes to who I am fighting against myself, and you don't want to do this anymore. You want to be your authentic self. You're not gonna do this, yeah. And you're gonna just freely express yourself. This is actually really, really beautiful. Let's get you guys more oracle cards, yeah. Okay, all right. For my dear pile 2, let's see. Who's coming towards you in love? Let's get a little bit more information about this person. You're definitely dominating the energy here, but let's see. Let's get a little bit more information about you. All right, we have embraced the flow of life. Yeah. You know what I'm picking up on here? It's kind of like in the past, you may have worried a lot about so many different things. Where your life is heading, whether what you're doing is right or wrong, whether you expressing yourself freely is the right thing to do, if you will ever find someone who accepts you, or whether you will actually ever find a good partner. It's a lot of overthinking that I'm picking up on here, and you are shifting, my dear. And I feel like this is actually before you will meet this person or you will reconcile with them, that you're shifting from overthinking to trusting. A lot of you guys will just start trust more, because you will see all the overthinking has not taken me anywhere good. In fact, it has just given me so much headache, and you will just leave that behind. This person has also shifted from a lack mentality to a very self-empowered, centered individual. I don't feel like this is something that has happened recently. No, it's definitely more so widely into the past. But I'm still picking up on it because it's energetically coming through. But it's not as important anymore because it's a part of their past. But this person is also not who they used to be anymore. They may have also, a little bit similar to you, cared too much about other people's opinions and the way they are being perceived. And of course, we don't want to be like seen completely negatively when it comes to, let's say, our loved ones. We want our loved ones to, yeah, to love us, right? And not see us as someone who's bad. But that's not what I mean. They may have cared too much when it comes to like how other people see them, and they have compromised their goals and wishes for it. Because let's say they felt like if they do what they want to do, strangers may talk about them or gossip about them. And this is why they played small, but not anymore. They couldn't care less about it anymore. The whole world could like talk about them, and as long as they are happy with how they're living, with who they are, that's fine with them. So they also have gone through a very empowering phase. It's very interesting because this energy in particular, like your pile, is all about empowerment. Whether it be the empowerment that this relationship brings you, that you will experience, or the empowerment that they have already experienced in their past. There is a lot about strength energy here. Although we literally didn't get the strength card for you guys, still, the strength card energy is coming through. It's kind of like someone reclaiming their power, honestly. This person in the past has done it, and you are doing it as well. Through being who you are, and not caring anymore, and not wanting to compromise and be a certain way so other people won't feel comfortable, like uncomfortable. No. You will just become your greatest version. And who doesn't want to see you that way will not have a place in your life anymore. This is really how this feels like to me. Let's see. I haven't used this oracle deck in such a long time, and today I really felt like doing so. For my dear pile 2, please let's get a little bit more information about your person. So who's coming towards you guys in love? Let's see. All right. For my dear pile 2. Oops. Look at that. The inspiration card fell. Wow. Yeah. This is really confirming the energy that I'm picking up on here. You know why this is not only their energy? It's kind of like the face when it comes to being with them. It's going to be a phase in your life which is going to be very inspiring to you. Full of passion for who you are, for your craft, for your talents, and you're just going to have this need of putting something out there for people to acknowledge and see. I feel like when we look into this phase in your life in which you're going to meet this person, a lot of major things are going to happen in your life, and in the past you may have backed down, or you may have not been really comfortable with leaving your comfort zone, but within this phase you will just let go of that. This is also going to be a very inspiring relationship, one which is definitely going to test you when it comes to stepping out. Let me get you guys one last card from another oracle deck that I haven't used in a very long time. I don't know why I feel so inspired to use more oracle cards. Let's see, from my dear pile 2, who's coming towards you guys in love? What can we also get about this person and other information? Who are they? What do we need to know about them? All right. Oh, too many cards. Only one, please. Only one. Okay, let me see. We have trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running off. Yeah, you see, this is another aspect of trust. So it's very interesting because I feel the minute you will trust more, you will actually manifest this person in, because you will kind of be like a match to them, like a vibrational match, an energetic match, because this is who they are. They've started to trust more. Maybe in the past they also thought the way you did, always overthinking and like worrying too much because there was a lack of trust. But now it's all about trusting, and it has improved the quality of life so much more. Because instead of, let's say, worrying about, well, when will a great partner come into my life, they're just like, I know there's someone good out there for me. I'm gonna focus on myself, and I'm gonna trust that at the right time the person will come in. You also got the wheel card, right? And the wheel card, or the wheel of fortune, is anyways all about divine timing. And let's look at that. Trust the timing here. I feel like this is also an advice to you to understand that have faith in this, have trust in this. Trust in the timing, literally here. Yeah. I'm pretty curious on how you feel about this, because I know people feel some type of way when it comes to divine timing. Because it's really all about trusting, and people have a hard time trusting, especially if they've been waiting for quite some time. They may get impatient, or they just want to have whatever they're waiting for immediately in their life, right? So definitely feel free to let me know how you feel about that. And yeah, just in general, my dear, definitely feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And if there's something you would like to share, definitely do so. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And if you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you will not know when I upload new pick a card or even candle wax reading. Also, my dear, if you would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, my channel's Instagram account is in the description box down below, and of course I invite you there as well. But yeah, my dear pal 2, take care, my loves. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see who's coming towards you in love. First of all, we're gonna start with some tarot, and later on we will gonna get you guys some more oracle cards, dive a little bit deeper into the topic. So if you haven't so far, definitely get yourself something to drink and enjoy. So my dear pile 3, let's first start with some tarot. Who's coming towards you guys in love? All right, the first card we have is the King of Wands. Let's continue. We have the Six of Swords, the Queen of Cups here. All right, for my dear pile 3, another queen. Interesting. Queen of Pentacles, The Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords. So far, we literally have 3 queens here. And we're only looking at the energy, of course. This is not gender-wise. It's only the archetype and the energy of the card. Let's see. Another card, please, for my dear pile 3. The 9 of Wands and one last card. Too many. One last card, please, for my dear pile 3. Who's coming towards you guys in love? Alright, and we have the Justice card here. Now, at the back of the deck, look at this. We have the 6 of Cups. Let me make sure you guys can see all the cards. Alright, okay. So, my dear pile 3, let me start with that. This person is very inspirational for a lot of people. And the reason for that is when we look into their biography, or we look at who they are and what they're doing, and in comparison maybe to where they were or how far they've come, a lot of people see them as motivation. With the King of Wands being here, this is definitely, and it's also very interesting, we have 3 queens here, right? Except the Queen of Wands. Like, that's interesting. What I'm seeing is this is someone who is very successful in life. Now, honestly, I feel like the success is coming through in very different ways. Financially success, for sure. Also someone who's emotionally at a very good place. And it just seems like they have a life that others admire. But let me start off slowly in the beginning. The first thing. This is for sure someone who is really doing great in their job, and this is inspiring a lot of people. Let's see, co-workers or just in general, a lot of people look up to them. They may have a really good position, and therefore people see them as someone who has achieved a lot. For some of you guys, it could definitely be the case that this person comes from more humbled beginnings, or they have done a lot to actually be on that level or to achieve this King of Wands energy. Also being emphasized here with, for me, this is a phoenix for some, like, I know it looks like a peacock, of course, with the feathers here, but with the fire here, this is just giving me phoenix energy. And I see that this person has gone through a transformation for sure. Work related. They have worked extremely hard to be where they are right now. It has not been put into their lap. And people know that though. I feel like people know that, and this is why they see them as an inspiration to work as hard as they have, or this person shows people that you can make it even if maybe the odds are not ideally for you, or it may seem impossible. They may literally motivate people, like talk with them, give motivational speeches, maybe even, let's say, to their friends or people younger than them, to also ignite this fire and passion that they have for themselves and for their work as well. It could even be the case that some people go to them for advice regarding finances, like not necessarily work related, but more so private, you know, like personal level. Maybe their friends will come to them and ask them certain things about work or how they would go about it. It just feels like someone who's very experienced when it comes to their career, no matter their age. And the reason why this person has managed to be so successful is for sure because they have had this drive and this willpower, and it came right from the love that they're sharing for their craft. If whatever they're doing, like if it would have been something that they didn't like, they wouldn't be as successful as they are right now. But what they're doing, they love it, they have passion for it. This is what has made them drive and made them thrive so much. It could literally be an advice that they give to others. Do something you love because then you will give 100%. I feel like this person motivates others to do what they're passionate about and what they love, what inspires them. And they have shown that not only can you do what you love, but you can actually also make a living out of it. They're definitely well respected. For some reason, the King of Wands is also giving me Emperor energy. Although we obviously don't have the Emperor coming through, still that's what I'm picking up on here. Also with the King of Wands energy being here, this is definitely someone who's very responsible and has things going for them. Maybe people literally work for them as well. Someone who has a lot of responsibilities, but they like that. They like the challenge because it makes them want to do more and more. This can definitely be a workaholic, my dear. Another thing that I'm picking up on here is that it could be the case that this person has moved because of their job, or they travel because of their work. It doesn't have to be airplane travel, like long distance. It can even be traveling within the same country. Maybe they have to visit different cities as an example. But that's something that I'm also picking up on here. This is like such a random message, and it has nothing to do with this person and their career, but I see that this person really wants to have children, or maybe even a certain pet. Like, okay, this sounds so weird, but they just need to, they love to care for something. They really have this inner desire to care for people, or let's say care for a pet, or like have children, you know, who you nurture and make sure, they just have this inner parent, whether it be a parent of a, let's say, a pet or an actual human being. They have this desire to be responsible for other people because this is who they are. They like to take care of others, whether it's be like an animal or a human being. They love to make sure that their loved ones are doing good. This is also someone who could be supporting their parents as an example, or a certain sibling. They just have this inner desire to be of service. This is how I would describe it. They love to be of service. I also feel like if we talk about their job, they are genuinely one in like 1,000. The reason why they are who they are, or have this great position, is not only because they work hard, but also because they work really smart. They have what it takes, maybe certain talents or visionary ideas that only they bring to the table, which makes them stand out. I mean, if we think of a phoenix, it's so different from, I mean, obviously it's a not a real animal. It's coming from like stories, right? But still, it's so different from, let's say, the usual animals that we know. It stands out. Yes, it's not real, but still it stands out. and its history and its origin and the way it is, right? And what I'm seeing is it's a little bit the same with your next person, with this person coming towards you. When we see or when we look at how they go about their work and how, let's say, their colleagues go about their work, it's very different. It's very visionary. They see things differently, and this is why they stand out. This person for sure could have a pet, okay? Once again, they love to be surrounded by animals. They could even have more than one. Or if they haven't so far, it's definitely something that they want to purchase in the future. But regardless of that, this person definitely as well would want to have a family. They want to be legally married as well. Another thing that I'm seeing, because this person puts so much energy into their work and they need to always, have full energy because there's a lot happening, a lot going on for them. They don't have any time for BS or any time for unnecessary drama. So this is not the kind of person you will see in family arguments or someone who holds grudges. They ain't got no time for that, okay? They have no time for those things. In fact, this is someone to quickly react, all right? When they feel like someone is not good for them, they are cut off their life pretty fast. This person knows their worth. They knows what they deserve. They know that they deserve to have great people around them. They are so empowering. They also deserve people who are the same way towards themselves. So when they feel like, let's say they have a friend who's constantly jealous or trying to bring them down, even if they have been childhood friends, if it just doesn't work out anymore, it doesn't work out. People grow apart, and that's okay. They understand that you don't need to force things if they just don't match anymore. This is the way they go about relationships, but also towards like romantic relationships, not only friendships. When this person is with someone and they feel like their partner is just becoming very toxic or not good, or maybe they are showing their real shadows, their real colors, they will not stick with them. They deserve a healthy relationship. I feel like this person also has very healthy boundaries. It just feels like they have an inner circle and they don't just let anyone in. Kind of, you see this Queen of Swords ready with the sword right here. They don't let anyone pass. All right? They need to make sure that the people who pass into their inner circle, who they welcome into their inner circle, they are coming from a good place. They have good intentions and they're genuinely there. Like sometimes when people get successful or they somehow level up in life, it doesn't have to be financially, but just in general, they level up in life because there's more to life than just money. When people level up, they may attract all like a variety of different people. And a lot of people are not maybe there for you, but more so for, let's say, this upgrade that you have made. As an example, if they have upgraded financially, maybe a lot of people all of a sudden are in their life because of the financial gain. They will not just let anyone pass through. They need to make sure that they people they invite in are really there for them and not for this upgrade that they did. I do feel like this is someone who more so sticks with people they already know. Because, let's say, they may have friends from like the time before they became successful, so they like to stick with them more so than finding new friends, because maybe those new friends are not there for them, right? But this is an observer. This is someone who understands people's intentions. So they will make sure that only the right people pass into their inner circle. But once again, even if they have friends from like the past still being stuck, not stuck, but still being with them, if they feel like even they are coming through as very toxic, they're not scared to cut them off either. They just want to have a very healthy boundary, healthy circle. I feel like this person could even be at times a little bit guarded. You see this person and all those like skulls, right? They're on fire. It's kind of like this person is guarding themselves. They are putting this so no one can pass into their inner circle, into their home. So they're definitely guarded. They will not just let anyone in, for sure. Not only because of this upgrade that I'm talking about, but just in general, because they just don't want to have negative people around or people who are toxic. They have dealt with it and it's done. They've moved on from that. What I'm also seeing for you guys is that for some, this person could also work in the like some kind of like the justice field, or be someone, yeah, who gives consultations, advice of some sort. If it's not work related, it's definitely in their personal life, as I already have picked up on, right? That people go to them for advice. It's coming through again. What I also find pretty interesting is this person is someone who's really good with money. The way they spend it, it's really thought through. Not that they're greedy or something like that. They just understand the value of money. That just because, let's say, you earn a lot of money doesn't mean that you should just aimlessly spend it or spend it for a lot of ridiculous things. They have not forgotten, let's say, the times where they didn't get a lot of money and they understand the value of it. This is the kind of person who will say, if you don't see the value in, let's say, $1, you will not understand the value of $1 million. For some reason, I have heard that. So this could be something they say. Another thing, my dear, they are looking for love, for sure. They're searching for love, but once again, they will not just anyone pass in. They are looking for something genuine. And it's being shown here with the Six of Cups being the overall energy. The Six of Cups is a very innocent energy. It also can emphasize childlike spirit. And if we think about children, they are innocent, right? Or there is something very pure about their nature. It's not programmed, or a child sees the world so different from, let's say, an adult. And they're looking for a love. Yeah, also look at this, the Three of Cups here. They're looking for love which has those characteristics. For example, someone who is there for them, all right, and not for what they have. As an example, they're looking for someone who they can have a genuine connection with. And honestly, this person is very picky when it comes to the, let's say, friends they allow into their life, and they're going to be extremely, like, even more picky when it comes to what kind of person they have as a romantic partner. And I don't mean this like they're gonna be picky because they want their partner to look this or that way. No, that's not what I mean. I mean, they want to make sure that their partner is definitely not there because of what they have. Their partner is really there for who they are. This is what I mean with they will be picky. So I feel like when we talk about your guys' relationship, and because they are someone who's really good at understanding a person, like even if this person is not, let's say, aware of it, they are really good at picking up energies. This person could meet someone and they immediately know that they are completely fake or narcissistic, and there is just something about them. And why? Because this is their intuition. This is them picking up on this energy. Even if they are not spiritual and they don't believe in that and they don't understand why, they still have this gift. They're tuned into people's energies. And a smile cannot fool them if it doesn't reach the eyes or if it doesn't match the energy that they're picking up on. And I feel like this has helped them a lot, filtering out what kind of people are actually there for them and who's just there to get something out of them. And when they meet you, they will see that. They will feel your genuine nature. It may even a little bit surprise them of how easy interacting with you is, or how easy it feels like opening up to you. I would like to get you guys a little bit more information. For my dear pile 3, let's get you guys some more oracle cards. Who's coming towards you in love? For my dear pile 3, who's coming towards you guys in love? One more shuffle. Who's coming towards you guys in love? All right, so the first card we have is the Shapeshifter. Let's get you guys one more card for my dear pile 3. And we have, look at that, the Athlete archetype. All right. So my dear, what I'm seeing, first of all, this is like so random and it has nothing to do with these oracle cards, but I just picked up on that this is someone who's very romantic. Very romantic, very charming. If this is your cup of tea, if you like to have a partner who is like that, it's definitely gonna be very like good, and you're gonna enjoy a lot of romantic nights with them. So I just need to say it one more time because it's coming through so strongly, my dear. Your next person is definitely someone who loves to be of service, and I do feel like it's not only about their work. Yes, they may definitely give some kind of service, which is very precious and people take, and people very value. But if we also look into their personal life, I feel like a lot of people call them, text them, ask them for advice, maybe work related. As an example, if this person has something to do with taxes, like work related, in like private, personal life, maybe a lot of friends will reach out to them, also ask about like certain like rules or laws regarding taxes. This is just an example, all right, so you guys understand what I mean. But it doesn't have to be directly related to their work. It can just be because they are so experienced in life, people like to ask them about, let's say, relationships. Maybe a friend of them reaches out to them and asks them, what do you think about that? What should I do? I am in this marriage and I'm not quite sure about what to do next, or how to fix this or fix that. These are just examples, of course. And yeah, they will help. They love helping people, my dear. You will see them, and I feel like you will also admire this a lot about them. They just love to help. Pretty, like, simply said. And to be honest, I feel like a reason why people reach out to them is not only because they are knowledgeable, experienced, and they have good advice, or I'm sorry, they give good advice, but also because they are very healing with their presence. It's very interesting because I feel like this person has the gift of being a healer, and they have the gift of seeing through energies, like, but I don't feel like this is necessarily someone who understands that, who understands the spiritual aspect of those gifts. So even if they don't know, they have those gifts and they use them, even if it's subconsciously. Maybe you coming into their life, I mean, you're watching this. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're spiritual just because you're watching a tarot reading, but I feel like some of you guys are definitely spiritual, and you will open this person up to their spiritual side as well. Maybe you will talk with them about their gifts, make them understand them from a different view. Yeah. But let's continue now. Let's look into those archetypes that we have. So, my dear, the first thing that I'm seeing is that this is someone who has love potential, and you see those different colors that are being emphasized here. Like, there's this picture of someone, but they're coming in different shades, right? I feel like whatever this person really tunes into, puts their attention and energy into, they can thrive in. This person could literally even have multiple streams of income, by the way. But like, even in their hobby life, they're just really, really good at it. Like, when they start something, they just don't go half-headed into it. They put all into what they're doing, whether it be relationship wise, financially wise, like career related, or just fun with hobbies. I do see, as an example, this person likes to do sports. Maybe they even like to work out. And when they work out, a workout session, like, they will put yeah, they will take all out of it. All right, so when they work out for 1 hour, they really work out, and they go beyond their limits. This person likes that. They like to always challenge themselves, and this was also why I felt like they don't mind having a lot of responsibilities, because it's kind of like challenging yourself to go to the next level. They always want to transcend their, oh my goodness, yeah, look at this, dedication to transcending physical limits. Yeah, but not only physical limits, that's not what I mean. It's like they always like to transcend their current state. This is someone who loves transformation. Doesn't surprise me with the Phoenix archetype for some reason also coming through here. But this person could very well love to do sports, my dear. All right, with the athlete archetype being here, maybe this is someone who likes to move. Whether it be go for a walk, literally doing active workout, or maybe even some kind of a sports hobby that they have, all right? That's also something that I'm seeing. but they love to physically be active. Let me get you guys some more oracle cards to get a little bit more information about them. I'm going to use this oracle card deck. So for my dear pile 3, who is coming towards you guys in love? Let's see. Who is coming towards you guys in love? All right. Too many cards. Okay. Yeah, we have 2 cards. We have be humble, yeah, and assess the situation. All right. At the back of the deck, we have open to change. Exactly. A phoenix is not scared when they are on fire, right? And then they turn back to ashes, because they know they will go through the rebirth again, and they will come out as a small phoenix, and they will once again grow into this beautiful being, right? So they're not scared of the changes that come with being a phoenix, or they're not scared of the changes that come with transformation, because transformation is all about changes in the first place. Maybe they will also teach you that a little bit, if some of you guys have problems or issues with adjusting to change. I feel like they may help you with that. Now, with the be humble card being here, it's like literally very simply said, this card is giving me exactly this message and nothing more. What people really like about them is their humbled nature, that they're still down to earth. No matter what kind of upgrade they do, people are able to still identify with them because they have not changed. They're still the same person. And people love that about them. They love how humbled they are, and that they don't forget where they come from. Another thing, my dear, is I see that this is someone, like, their mind works really, really well with finding solutions. Yeah, I feel like this is the reason why people reach out to them. When people have problems, they reach out to them because they know they always find a solution, or they always find ways to work through a problem. They just have this analyzing mind. Someone reaches out to them because of something, they analyze the situation, they see what options this person has and what option brings what consequence. Yeah, this is why, for sure. I feel like you guys may do it as well. When you are in a relationship with them, you will also be asking for guidance. People have a lot of trust in this person. That's also something I'm seeing here. Today I really felt like using this oracle deck I haven't used for quite some time now. So let's see, for my dear pile 3, one more card. Who's coming towards you in love? Who's coming towards you guys in love? One more card. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take this card here. Let's see. Truth. Interesting. The Truth card. With the Truth card being here, this person is definitely a very honest person. But that's not necessarily what this card is showing me. This is a truth seeker. This is someone who looks beyond the bubble, who sees the bigger picture. And what I'm feeling is, this is not someone who's quick to judge. This is not someone who is easy manipulated. Let's say someone reaches out to them and tells them, well, I've seen your partner with someone else, like just very randomly, okay, like it's just an example. They will not just quickly act out of impulse and just go and believe it. No. This person will not quickly judge. They will want to reach out to their partner and literally talk with them about it. They are a truth seeker. Let's say someone tries to sabotage their connection with their partner. They will not just allow this to happen. They are not easily manipulated. It takes, once again, because they are someone who is an observer and who can read energies, they will want to see it for themselves. And of course, this is the right thing to do, but a lot of people are impressionable and unfortunately at times even easy manipulated. But they are not like that. They're so strong and powerful in who they are. They know themselves. And it takes a lot for someone to bring them out of their balance. Literally, you can see the balance being emphasized here. I would like to get you guys one last card from this oracle deck here. Let's see. For my dear pile 3, one last card. Who's coming towards you in love? One last card. Who's coming towards you guys in love? Okay. We have too many cards. One card only, please. Once again, too many. Only one card. Who's coming towards you in love? Okay. So, interesting. The card I got is, yeah, jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. I love when those cards synchronize. This is exactly who they are. They say yes to change. Yes, change is scary. And the reason why change is scary is obviously because we are saying yes to the unknown. We don't know what will come out of it, what may happen. But change is a part of nature. It's a part of life. And the more we resist change, especially the change we are in right now, the more difficult we do it, or the more difficult we make it for ourselves. They will definitely help you on that journey if you sometimes maybe struggle with it. This is the confirmation. But it's a great energy to be with, yeah. So my dear pal 3, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. There was a lot to take in. I told you guys it's a very in-depth reading, so feel free to let me know how you feel about that. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And if you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you will not know when I upload new pick a card or even candle wax reading. Also, my dear, if you would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, my channel's Instagram account is in the description box down below, and of course I invite you there as well. But yeah, my dear pal 3, take care, my loves.